Good evening, students. I welcome you all to the lecture series of Advanced Microprocessor and Microcontroller, the course code for which is EC626. The topic for today is 8051 addressing mode and instruction set. As we have discussed the instruction set of 8086, I thought before starting for the instruction set of 8051, we should give a brief overview of the instruction format for 8051. So, in order to discuss the instruction format for 8051, I thought it is better to take 8051 addressing mode before starting for the 8051 instruction set. So, the topic for today is 8051 addressing mode and instruction set. So, as we have discussed in 8086, each and every processor or a microcontroller has some addressing mode. So, when we talk about 8051, which is almost synchronized, it is almost a compatriot of 8085 8-bit microprocessor. You will find most of the instruction quite similar to 8085 8-bit microprocessor. So when we talk about the word that is immediate addressing, this word immediate addressing is found in 8085 microprocessor as well. As you know, we use immediate addressing when we talk about data. So similarly, in case of immediate addressing, first of all, let us talk about the classification. There are four important classification for addressing modes of 8051. That is immediate addressing mode, register addressing mode, direct addressing mode, and indirect addressing mode. As is very much clear to you, when we talk about immediate addressing mode, the data is immediately followed by the part of an instruction. That is, data is a part of instruction itself. And in case of 8051, as we have already discussed, the register format comes in the form of R0 to R7 depending upon the memory bank use. Register bank use. That is bank 0, bank 1, bank 2 or bank 3. Or it can be accumulator or data pointer. So always remember that when we are using hash sign, this hash sign imply that we are talking about data. Therefore, like in case of 8085, we were using an instruction that is MVIA 20H. That is, we want to say that 20H data is stored in accumulator. Here in this case, when we talk about move R0 comma hash 20H, we say that 20H is the data which is to be stored in R0, and by default we are talking about register bank 0. Otherwise, we have to just select bank 1, 2 or 3. Similarly, we can take any other example, that is move R7 comma hash FFH, or move data pointer, which is a register, and it is a 16-bit data which is stored in this register. So this is about what? Immediate addressing. Now when we talk about a register addressing mode, as it is clear from the word itself, we are talking about that instruction will be comprising of register, that is move a comma rr. Here rr can be r0 to r7. So if we take this example, move r5 comma a, this means the contents of accumulator is copied to r5 register. Now if we talk about the format for the instruction is we are using register, that is r0 to r7 in the bank, that is in the current bank. It is up to the user to decide the bank. Now there is a very important mechanism in case of 8051, that each and every address is specifically assigned with some address. As you know that in case of 8051, which is an embedded system, it has internal RAM. Therefore each and every register is assigned with a specific address, and this contributes to a new form of addressing that is called as direct addressing. So when we talk about the format is instruction using RAM address. The address is stored in the RAM. So when we are using different registers, say I take register A, it has the address of register A is E0, register B is F0, data pointer low 82, higher 83, i.e. A8, IP B8, port 0 is 80, port 1 is 90, port 2 is A0, port 3 is B0, PCON, program status word D0, S buffer 99, SCON, serial control 98, stack pointer 81, timer control 88, TMOD 89, TH0, TL0, 8C, 8A respectively, TH1, TL1, 8D, 8B respectively. So if you take the example, from the example it is very much clear that neither 90H nor A5 is a data. So in this case we simply say that here we want to transfer the the contents of one address, one data which is stored on some address, to say 90H. This means 90H is basically the 90H is basically port 1 data. Similarly, when we talk about indirect addressing, the indirect addressing we use at the rate command. So when we use at the rate sign, this means that R consists of a data which is not a data, it is basically the address on which data is stored. So say for example move a comma r0. Here in this case r0 consists of some data which is not a data, which is basically address, and not and on that address there is some data which is to be moved to accumulator. So it is called as indirect addressing. So in this way there are basically four types of addressing. I hope you will like this video lecture. Thank you. Thank you very much.